least 500 grams. Hi. Yo, how we doing? How's it going? Feeling kind of toasty. Feeling kind of warm today. I don't know about you guys, but when it gets over 20 degrees, I start checking out. I'm done. It gets so hot. Booba mug. We're so ready. So ready for the movers. Look at how many stacks of clay I have. It is too hot. I can't handle the heat. I'm an Irish person at heart. The heat is too much for me. So yeah, I was not built for this temperature. Oh, I got some. Hold on. Take a shoot. Take a shoot. Take a shoot. It's working. It's working. I don't have keyboard, so everything needs to be solvable with a mouse. Otherwise, we're in trouble. Natural ginger? You're a natural ginger? And you diet? Shock horror. I'm Albany. I have some red in my hair. My family are mostly gingers. mostly. Yeah, we have the Booba. I thought I was ordering 2 of these, but I ordered 4. So I think we have plenty of clay. I think we're going to be good on clay for tonight. I have all my tools from previous lockdown crafting discoveries when I was really into making stuff out of clay. You know, we all picked up those lockdown habits. I also have, sponges flying out of nowhere, which are actually covered in animal hair, just to add a bit of texture. Also have been, I think, chewed by the kai. Oh, there we go. Yep, I think kai has been at this one, so that's lovely. Nice texture. And then we have our roller. We're rolling. It's been a while since I've done clay stuff though. Was it you and bananas? 4 packs. Ooh, that's a lot of bananas. I hope you made banana bread. Another lockdown favorite of mine, banana bread. I need to put on. Hold on, I have an apron. I came prepared. Except I don't know which way it goes. This way. Over my headphones. Oh! Okay. We have an apron. Bread and smoothies. Yummy. Okay. Oh no, wait, it's so tight up on my neck. I bring it down. There we go. Okay, we're protected. Although I am wearing a top that I don't mind getting dirty anyway. Oh, let's bring down this a bit. It is hot. It's hot. I moved around in the slightest and now I'm hot again. I don't know how. This is like the coolest room in the house as well. Okay, shall we begin with the Booba? I'm really excited to make this. And I've been thinking about how I'm going to approach it. Because I think what I'm going to do is create like an oval base to begin with. And then use the coiling technique to like build up and then add the Booba at some point. But I don't know how. You know what we might, now that I'm thinking about it, we might be better off adding some tinfoil on the inside to like help it, because if I'm making one, ideally we're making one bigger than this, and that's going to be a bit of a challenge. And I just structurally am not sure if it will hold up. Maybe midway through we'll see how it's going, and then we'll add some add some structural integrity with some tinfoil later. Let's get started. Yup. Okay. There's no way I'm using all 4 of these. There's no way. Also, I got the feeling that like terracotta Booba would be quite refined. So that is why we're going terracotta today. Wow. But yeah, I'm thinking... Alright, we just break into it. Because why not? Let's get a bit. Let's get some... Oh, I was gonna use gloves so that I can touch things. But I don't know. These gloves I have might be too small. Let's try. Also, I don't know about anyone else, but when I craft, I like crafting with my hands. Oh, I should take off the watch for sure. Let's put the watch on charge. Boop. What's everyone else doing this evening? We chilling? You had to... Oh, Sons of the Forest. Isn't that spooky one? Okay, this is not going to work. If anything, they're a bit long on the finger. I don't think the gloves are going to work. I was going to make it easier on myself so that when I need to touch stuff, I can just take them off. But you know what? That's not going to happen. Numbing and crafting. What are you crafting? Oh, yes, it's 5 for your time. Oh no, the hype. The hype. Oh man. Oh yeah, the time zones. Also because the time changed. I don't understand daylight savings and I think we should stop it. How am I gonna... Where's my... This thing? No. Where's my plastic choppy? It's been so long since I've gotten these tools out. Choppy. This'll do. Ooh, Fox Mag. Nice. So what are we doing? DM is crafting? Are you crafting IRL or are you crafting in the EverQuest? And Anna's playing the scariest game. Sons of the Forest. Also, that game you mentioned. I knew. Are you building up your Origins crafter person? Is that what you're doing? Nope. How thick do we want to make this bum? Yep. Nice. Have you got a home and everything yet? I'm a guessing so. Okay, how big do we want to make this bottom? We want it to be like a bit bigger than this, right? So like that. Ooh. This thing does turn, but I've got stuff on it. Oh dear. Oh, you attempted by Clay and Craft with me? You should have. Oh yeah, your Lego flowers do those. Yes. We need to see them put together. Maybe I should leave this here as like, this is what we're doing. Oh my god, my hands are going to be so orange. They're going to be so orange. Okay, that did not turn out even at all. But I feel like this thickness is the right amount of thickness. Maybe? Is that big enough? That's going to be quite big. You need to craft yourself a dinner first from your new book. Or just a normal dinner. Just a regular dinner. Since I've got back from my holiday, I haven't been grocery shopping and I don't have anything anymore. There's nothing left. I have bread and tuna, cans of tuna, and that's about it. And mayonnaise. Gotta have the mayonnaise. I don't know if this is the right... I want to make it a little bit slimmer. I just feel like it's got to be quite oval. Although this one starts off small, gets bigger, and then tapers in. maybe I'm setting myself up for a very large mark. I don't know. Just a normal one, a lazy one. Nice. I do actually. I have some brie. I should get some crackers and do a girls' dinner. Girls' dinner. Girls' dinner. So I feel like it's been forever since I streamed. It's a little bit like, what do I do first stream again? Did forget to set up some stuff. Did forget to organize some things. But, I mean, I do that when I'm streaming on the regular anyway. Okay. Let's just start the coiling and go from here. Whoosh. I'm gonna get so much of this clay under my fingers. Also hope no professional clay makers come in here and see me making a mess of this craft, because I ain't no professional. Does that move the camera when I... Little bit. I'm gonna put you in the corner, otherwise I can't. Oh god. Oh god. The orangey hand. I'm gonna have fake tan essentially. That's not so bad. People pay for fake tan. About that thick. I want to make it more on the thicker side of things, because I feel like it's gonna struggle. Should water it a little bit. I do have some water here. Just to keep things from drying. This is air dry clay. Ooh. Watch me lose my patience as well. I am the least patient person in the world, which is why I'm also not a perfectionist. So this doesn't turn out ideal. It's my fault. I just don't care too much about the little details, you know? Sausage. Oh, I better not say that word. Actually, Koo's outside, it's fine. If I say sausage at any point during the day and Koo is around, he knows what it means. It's a dangerous word in this household. Blah. Maybe that's a bit too thick. Oh well. Oh well. I watched an episode of Pottery Throwdown. Yeah, that does count. You're defo an expert. That's for sure expertise. I've watched full seasons, so I am basically a legend in the pottery world. I really, on a side note, really love Pottery Throwdown. I think that's a great show. Just like the other, Bake Off and, Sewing Bee is on at the moment. I didn't realize. I did watch a single episode while I was on holiday. But, yeah, I love the Sewing Bee as well. I'm excited for this season. There's some nice characters, as always. One of these days, they'll get a cutthroat person to join the Throwdown or the Sewing Bee or one of those, and it's going to be the end days. Sewing Bee is top tier for sure. Yeah. It's, although, first episode, maybe this is spoilers. maybe I won't say that. But yeah, there was some spooky stuff in the first episode that I genuinely was like, I hope you get eliminated soon. One of the people came with something very scary. Ventriloquist dummy thingy. I mean, he knew it was scary at least. It was scary. Yeah. Yeah. It was like a paper mache. He'd made it himself. And yeah, it was quite spookums. I gotta say. I did not enjoy. Is light working? Oh, light's having a problem. I feel like light is better on this one. Yeah, I honestly, yeah, it should have had a content warning. It was really creepy. Don't people have phobias of like, well, mannequin phobias are a thing. These like phobias of ventriloquist dummies too, right? They need a content warning on there. I would have switched it right off. I would have switched it on off. Ooh, I like that we could already see the base forming. Yes. It's already up to the Booba point on the original mug, but I think we gotta go up at least 2 or 3 rungs higher before we get to the Boobas on this one. Maybe even higher. Also, I didn't know where to put this category on whatchamacallit, Twitch. I've already forgotten what the name of this site is. I wasn't sure what category to put it on, but then I was like, I guess it's art, but this isn't really. It's not like the cool art that you sometimes see under this category, you know? The really nice art that you see. Oosh. Oh, there's a weak link in here. Oosh. Oh god. Oh god, I've messed it up even more. Buh. Art is perfect. It's a form of art. I mean, there's some weird art out there, like the ventriloquist dummy. And that's considered art, right? So, my terrible Booba mug, definitely art. Art is subjective. Thank you very much. Thank you. Exactly. Just gonna put some water on those cracks. Ayo. Oh, that's not the best either. We'll get to it. How does it go? It goes wider. Maybe we start going slightly outwards. Here's a little chung. I mean, that ring is accidentally going wider. So I think, yeah, longer coil, right? Start going outwards. Okay. We might use a couple of these. We might use a couple of these. Look, I'm halfway through. It's half the clay already. For Booba. Oh, my hands don't look as bad on camera. They're pretty bad. They're pretty bad. They're pretty red. Oh, don't crack. I think this will do. Okay, then we go slightly on the outside. My plan is to add the boobs at the end. So those will be additional. Where do you sit? This ring. Yeah. That kind of works. Let's get to the point where I can't really move it. Going out a bit. We got curves. We are managing the curves. Whoosh. Little wormy. Little wormy. Oh, there's something in there. Oh no. You've been contaminated. Okay. Another on the slightly outer. Ooh. Ooh, just. Might have to start doing some blending. That one's not attached at all. Okay, let's start doing some blending at this part. Remembering what tools I have as well. I use this one to just do a bit of blending. And then maybe we put some tinfoil in there. How was my break? We had such a lovely time, and by we I mean mostly me. Mostly me. Koo was quite annoyed that he didn't have the freedom. So we were staying at a little farm. Well, they call it like a farm stay type thing. It's a vineyard. I don't drink, so that part was lost on me. But yeah, it was this gorgeous little like. It had like thatched roofs, like when you think of like Tudor farmhouse type thing. It was that kind of thing. The whole estate, and the place I was staying was the Orangerie, which is like a greenhouse type thing, which had blinds on the roofs, but the roofs were completely see-through, like completely glass at the top, which is amazing. Also very hot and direct sunlight, but they did have 2 like wall air conditioners on there, so that was a godsend. Now those I had on like 24/7. It was really cute, like the whole setting. And they had preserved some of like the older buildings around the place, so when we went on walks we could find like even the ruins were quite preserved. We could go walk in there. They had some like shepherds huts as well that you could stay in over there, and then there's the orangery. They had 2 shepherds huts around like a little lake thingy, and then they also had a little thatched roof, like 1-bedroom house cottage thing to stay in, which was actually right next to our cottage. And from the photos, it was very hard to tell, but basically we can look at each other. The way it's kind of lined up. They have like a hedge that's growing, but it's not grown yet. So it was just the first day I walked out. I was like, fresh air. Oh my God, look at the pond. And then locked eyes with someone who was sunbathing opposite. Yeah, it was big eye Google energy. And then from there on, they moved the sun chairs so that, they weren't being gazed at by me, which was nice of them. They also had a giant Newfoundland. The people who were staying there, giant Newfoundland, who bark as soon as he saw us. So they turned him around as well to stop him from barking at us. But he was real cute. For the time I could see him, he was real cute. Bark. We made best friends with a golden retriever thingy. I think he's a golden retriever. He was like an old dude. And he followed us and he wanted to... I honestly kind of regret I didn't let him into the place because he followed me. I think it was, right? He was just an old boy. I don't know if it was a female too. But all dogs to me are boys because I have boy dogs. But yeah, he tried to follow us in and I kind of regret it because they did say that was one of the dogs owned by the like hosts. And they said that, because when I said Kai was coming, I asked if it's okay to bring a cat. And they were like, yeah, just note that we have dogs around. And we have, it starts to look like a mug, right? We have dogs and we have cats around. And they did say, like, the dogs are used to being around cats. But I was like, I don't know if this dude, I'm going to risk it with my poor baby, Kai, you know? But if I let him in, we could have had a best friend forever. I would have taken him home, you know. I wouldn't have got him off me. He would have been mine. But yeah, that was one of the highlights. And then, but because it was like, so you have to keep dogs on lead. Obviously, none of the farm dogs were on lead. So I was thinking, like, if you have a reactive dog, not the best idea to bring your dog there. Because they were just everywhere. And some of them were reactive as well. But Cuckoo had to be on lead. Was he happy about being on lead? No. He was not. He had forgotten what it was like when he and I lived in London and I had to take him outside 5 times a day for walks and toileting, because he hates being indoors. He likes being outside. And in the last year or so, since we moved away from London, he's had a whole garden to himself and he has been enjoying his freedoms. We're kind of smushing it. Excuse me. He's been enjoying his freedoms and he did not enjoy it being taken away from him. So he was a little bit grumpy. But I tried to give him some really nice walks and we went out like every 4 hours to go like walk around the farm. But you know, he was much happier when we got home here and he stayed outside like the whole rest of the time. We got home at like 11. He stayed outside the rest of the day. He didn't want to come back inside. He's like, if I come back inside, you're going to keep me back inside. And Kai was really, really good. He was a good boy. He must have been a little bit upset. He didn't show that he was uncomfortable, but he must have been a little bit because he wasn't eating his food as excitedly as he usually does. He usually gulps it all down. He's a big food boy. But he was leaving some behind, so that made me think like he was a little bit anxious. But otherwise, he was chill with us going out and leaving him behind. We went to a little cafe, which was at a deer park. We did almost, well, I didn't almost run into deer. But there were deer there that came up on the road in front of me. And luckily, because it's like single lane country roads, I was going like super slow. So I stopped for them. But did not expect to see deer. That was cute. It was. And only an hour away from where I live. So, you know, not bad. Although, I will say, because it's all country lanes and it was a lot of single lane country lanes, it was like a crash course for me in driving in the country. And I don't know how I feel about that. It was probably one of the more challenging places I could have chosen to stay just based on the roads. Didn't know that at the time, but I know it now. So maybe next time I'll pick somewhere with more like regular roads. I don't know. It's hard to know around here because it looks like a normal road if you're just like looking at it. It's like a road and things, but it'll be single lane or just barely 2 lane country road. this country and its infrastructure. I cannot comprehend. I cannot comprehend. Okay. No one's going to look at the inside. It's fine. I'm doing the outside first. Okay. Let's get some waters in places. Yeah, I would still recommend it. I had the greatest time swimming. I forgot how nice it is to swim. I don't know if anyone else is a big swimming fan, but I grew up swimming a lot. My dad is like a masters swimmer champion thing. He's big on swimming. So we spent a lot of time in the water growing up. But since I've been an adult, really haven't been to like pools or to a swimming place, or like I wouldn't swim in the beach around here because sewage. Kind of notorious for sewage dumping out here. So yeah, I haven't really had a chance to, but I hopped in that pool and I did that thing where you just float on your back with your ears under the surface of the water, and I could like faintly hear the music on the sound system, but mostly it was just like my own heartbeat, and it was so relaxing. Like those sensory deprivation tanks. Also, I had the pool to myself the whole time. No one else was using the pool. Although I think there were only people staying in the Tudor cottage thing next to me. I don't think anyone was staying in the shepherd's huts. Which is good because I slipped over outside one of the shepherd's huts and screamed. And the whole time I was panicking because I was like, it was like 8 o'clock in the morning. And I was like, oh no, these people are on holiday and they've just heard someone scream outside their little shepherd's hut. It was me. It was me. I didn't mean to. But then later on, one of the other guests was like, I don't think anyone's out there because they let their dog off lead around there, which I wouldn't advise, given there are little ducklings around and little baby animals. Probably wouldn't, and they had a spaniel as well. I wouldn't let them off lead around that. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. Okay, the smoothing out the coils thing is like the most annoying part of this. If I give up halfway, we'll see. Okay. We're doing it. We're doing it. I need to make sure I'm getting to this top ring, because the main reason I started smoothing it out already is because it was starting to feel a little disconnected, but it is feeling a bit more sturdy now. More sturdy. It'll hold some boopers on it. I think. We'll see. Eesh. Let's go. Where's the best holiday place people have been? For me, I think it's Ireland. Was my dream. Oh, a big chunk and then carve out a mug and not utilize like this. Yeah, you know, I think that is what I've done in the past sometimes. But for mugs, I think the best thing you can do is the coiling technique. It's just that the most annoying thing is this whole coil thing. Galway is your best holiday? Yay! Ireland peoples. Ireland was my best trip as well. And also, it wasn't quite Galway, but it was on that side. I went to where my family's from, Connemara, near Clifton. And that was amazing. That was the best. Maybe Berlin. Berlin is nice as well. Yeah. And also for the vibes. Berlin has good vibes. It's like the, you know, graffiti and things and the history of it as well. I think it's a really cool city. Also like the people. Very multicultural, very progressive kind of place. I like it. Vibes are a little chaotic for you. I mean, I did go when I was in my early 20s, I think. Eclectic. Eclectic, yeah, that's the right word for it. But I went when I was in my early 20s, so I feel like I was at the right stage in life for Berlin at the time. I think. It's a very hip place. From what I sense. I wouldn't mind living in Berlin, I don't think. Maybe not now, but when I was younger, I might not have minded. You love London? The Gothenburg in Sweden is also lovely. Oh, you a city person. Gotcha. Best city I've been. Well, I'm so not. This is not even a holiday place, but Wellington in New Zealand is my favorite city. it's like, I mean, it's 300,000 people or something like that. And I lived there for university. I went to uni there. But that's my favorite city in the world. I'd still go there for a holiday though. That would be like a dream holiday. Going back to Wellington. Going back to the place I've lived in. It's just it's again with the vibes, but it's very different vibes to Berlin. it's still a hipster place, lots of good coffee, all of that. But it's just kind of chill city. I just think is why I like it so much. London for me got to be too much after a while, but I love London for the theatre, the museums, just everything you have access to there. Food. It has it all. Also has a lot of good Kiwi and Australian coffee places. So you get the Wellington vibe from there. Well, Tokyo's a good one too. How am I forgetting about Tokyo? Also lived in Tokyo for a year. Love it there. But Tokyo is kind of a weird city because I feel like it's entirely different depending on which train station you get off at. London's not for you. Yeah, I don't think it's for a lot of people. I think it's just not the place for everyone. It's not the place for me anymore, I don't think. Maybe for like weekend visit sometime. I say that, but it's been over a year since I moved away and I've only been back once for leisure. That's it. I have to go up 2 days in July to go get doctor's appointments and things at the hospital, pre-op stuff. And I'm already like not looking forward to it. I'm like, oh, I have to go. But basically when I go up for the hospital, I only have time to go get on the train, go up there, hop on the tube or whatever, maybe bus as well, to get to the hospital. And then immediately have to turn around and come home. It takes like 7 hours just to go to the hospital. Not including waiting times if there's a long wait at the hospital. Very annoying. And I tell them every time, I'm like, can this be done over a video call? And they're always like, no, it can't. And then I get there and I'm like, this could have been a video call. Why is the NHS so opposed to having video calls? You would get to see more patients that way, I think. Okay. Not very well blended at the back there, but I am moving around. Oh. Okay. Doing it. Trying to think of the last thing I crafted. But I think it was... What did I last craft? I think the last thing I made was a bed for our foster dog last year. Obviously not out of clay. I had like this rainbow fleece fabric. And I made her multiple beds because she was very sick when she was with us. She got spayed because when they come into foster, if they can get spayed, you should get them spayed. And she was primed and ready for getting spayed, but that meant she had to spend her recovery with us, and she did not react well to like whatever, if it was the painkiller or the anesthesia, I'm not sure. She did not react well to it. So much so that I just threw out the bed twice and just made her 2 new ones afterwards. It was bad. It was really bad. It was not what I was expecting, but You never know what to expect with the foster doggies. But I think she liked her bed. I gave it to her adoptive family. I hope they're still using it. It's a shame that all of that rainbow fabric had to go to waste though. But there was no salvaging what happened. There was no salvaging. I didn't make it like a insert, so you couldn't like unzip. It was just, yep, destroyed. Koo has a little bed in his, I have a bike trolley thingy, trailer, not trolley. And I made Koo a bed to go in that as well. Lesson learned. Except it didn't learn it because I made it over 2 more times. And I still made it so that you can't wash the outer. I wouldn't blame the new family for getting rid of it. If something else happened. It sounds like she's having a good life. It sounds like she's happy. Maybe no more sickness for her. You know, it all comes back to my lack of patience for things, you know? I could do the extra couple of steps, make it more convenient, make it more practical, or I could just do it really easy and then it'll be fine, you know? Almost like how I shouldn't have used the coiling method. I should have just lumped it on here. That I wouldn't have to do this smoothing out process. Okay. I haven't done anything to the inside either. No smoothing out whatsoever. It's all a facade. This top one just does not want to smooth in here. Oh, lack of. It's completely unsmooth. Okay. It's fine. It feels fairly sturdy. It's fine. Let's go for the next ring. Oh, it's already dry. Oh, that's how hot it is right now. It's already dried, the portion of this. Good thing I have some water here. I do feel much better about driving now though. Also had to do some really like awkward maneuvers, like 3.5 point, 6.7 point turns, because of like the narrow roads and the parking we had to do. So I feel very good about attempting some more busy roads and things. Right, I feel good about the driving. I got that wet. Yeah, it means that we can do more trips, because eventually my plan is next year I would like to travel around Ireland. I would like to do a whole Ireland road trip. That's my dream. And so I'm going to have to get used to these roads, you know. Ireland doesn't have the nicest roads either. So I have to get used to it. So this is good training, I guess. Just smooth down the inside as I go, maybe. From now on. It does make me appreciate, like, whenever I see American roads and like TV and film and things, my god, their roads look amazing to drive on. Like, you can just cruise straight for hours. It'd be so much fun to do a road trip in America. You could just like, I mean, they're just massive highways going straight through the country. Britain, can you learn something about that? Not that we could do it in this country, I don't think. Would not work here. Okay, I'm going to smooth as I go. So I think it's already starting to set in places. Which is not good. Oh yeah, the Autobahns. Yeah. Could go to Germany and just see how fast my Suzuki Ignis can go. Not very fast. I was worried because, this is my first car and I haven't really, I haven't driven before and I haven't really been in cars either to know what feels right and what feels wrong. And so when I first had my car for about the first month, I've been thinking, oh no, I think there's something wrong with my car. Like, it really struggles to change into gear. But I realized it just, one, it takes a while to warm up. Then two, it really struggles on hills, and that's mostly where the gear issues are. Because it's an auto, but whenever I look at the dash and I see that it's changing gears, that's when it goes boom, boom. And I get worried if anyone's too close behind me, because I'm like, watch out guys, my car can't go that fast, and it's going to randomly stop at some point and try and change gears. Don't run into me. People be coming way too close up the ass on these roads. Down the road at 70 miles per hour, yeah. Like Nimbus. Nimbus the cat. Oh god, don't drop it. Yeah, that would be fun. I think all I need to get Ku and Kai to come with me is like a pet passport, which is like £300. And apparently it's 300 now because of Brexit. It used to be that you could get a pet passport and then that would be it. Like, you'd pay the £300 and then you'd be done. Apparently now, because of Brexit, you need a new passport every single time you go into Europe from the UK, which means £300 on top of your usual trip costs every time you leave the UK. So that's fun. Because I would love to take them for another road trip, but maybe we just do one. Maybe we just do Ireland. I don't know what Ireland is like with pet passports. Is it the same as people? Is there less customs? I don't know. Shakes fist. You got the election coming up. I'm not going to talk about the election. It's just asking for trouble. Oh man. Is this gonna reach? Oh yeah. Well, I think at some point I gotta come back in. Maybe now is the time to come slightly more in. Definitely not because I made a snaky that was too short. That's not why. Because it was by design. I meant to do this. I meant it. Oh no, DM. No. Honestly, I feel like there's some Russia stuff going on there. not to bring the politics, but I think there's some like Russia stuff coming on, because every single political post I see on TikTok has like spam of reform, like non-stop down. I think there's some funny business going on. So I wouldn't blame poor people who have maybe not researched as much. Yeah, it's all bots. It's gotta be, because it's just, but that's dangerous, because then people are like, what's reform? And then they go find it and then, dangerous. So dangerous. I still think it's gonna be alright, but still, it's scary. Actually, I'm glad that I don't have any family in the UK really anymore. I don't have to talk about politics with obscure family members who you don't really know. I'm sure some of my family would vote. No, actually, most of my family's from the north. They're Labour voters, I think. They might vote reform. Not the Tories, though. Oh, let's get it. Seriously, it is drying so quickly. I can already see like the lighter color coming through. But drying up. Ooh, this is starting to kind of look like. Look, we got the belly. A bit of belly button down here, and then, you know, the boobas, chesticles. It's shaping up. I think we just bring it back in a bit. I think that's next steps. Smaller rings, intentionally. Hooey. Now I want to do more crafts. But that, you know what's going to happen? I'm going to buy more craft supplies, and then they're going to sit there for 5 years and never get used. That's what's going to happen. That's what always happens. Like the clay that I had to throw out earlier because it was rock solid. Oh yeah, goodbye kit. Actually, okay. Yeah, this is why I shouldn't, because I have kits. I have like a punch needle kit that I've been really wanting to do, but I haven't done. Maybe we have another stream craft night, and I'll do a punch needle kit because it's been sitting there for quite a long time. I think I got it with like a Dunelm order. I was buying some home goods or something. Some punch needles came with it. I like crafting. It's fun. We all bring a craft or do some crafting in game. Well, I played Aloft again this morning. I really like when DM and I played the game Aloft. There's a demo out at the moment. The real game's coming out, and the full game rather is coming out in like 2 weeks. And I quite honestly am really enjoying the crafting aspect of it. The building and the houses and the uncovering recipes. So I went back in today and I did a bit more exploring, but then I got frustrated because it's a new game. There's no wikis when you get stuck. So I couldn't figure out how to plant what I needed to plant to fix the environment, which is what you're supposed to be doing, not just building houses. But yeah, I tried to plant some mushrooms, and the mushrooms would not plant. And so in the end, I got frustrated and I rage quit. Not because I don't like the game, just because I could not figure it out. I couldn't figure out what I was supposed to be doing there. So I will come back to it, but yeah, I don't know if it was a bug or if it was me. Probably me. But I am loving that game. Kind of obsessed. I mean, really, I should just play Enshrouded because it's the same thing. It's the reason I like Enshrouded as well. I think it's just Enshrouded kind of surprised me with the difficulty of the enemies. Hey, Spooky, welcome, welcome. Yeah, Enshrouded kind of gave me a bit of a start with the enemy difficulty. So maybe I'm going the wrong way, but I keep walking into really difficult enemies and dying. And when you die in Enshrouded, you lose like half of your equipment, which is kind of annoying. Or you lose certain things, not half of your equipment, but you lose certain things. Is she struggling to hold herself up? Or is it just because I've been bending? Do some smoothing. Smoothing. It's a design choice, you know? The coils are a design choice. Me purposely not doing the technique correctly is a design choice. This is art. This is art. Not Sparta. I need a bit more. It's art. You wouldn't understand. It's art. I think I'm really into building stuff in game at the moment. Started with Tiny Glade. Really enjoyed the demo for that game. Was thinking if we have time after this, maybe we play some Tiny Glade. Maybe we try and make a labyrinth. I keep seeing people making cool labyrinths on Twitter. But yeah, it started with that, and now any game that has crafting in it, I'm really excited to build. I'm really excited to build. Yeah, I really like it. I can't help it. It's such a nice, intuitive, chill, cozy game. But I feel like I've seen the incredible creations that people are making with just the demo. But personally, I want access to everything so that I can use all of the tools. It's frustrating me a little bit that I haven't figured out that I'm not able to do certain things. Like, I don't have all the colors that I want to choose from. I would like to choose more than like orange, beige, and green, which is all you can choose at the moment. It doesn't even have a release date properly yet, right? I think it's Q3 or something, which isn't far away. But you know, give me a date, give me some hope. I did see, so during Steam Fest, the dev was posting like daily challenges for people to like daily, what do you call them? Like topics. Challenges for people to work on in the game. And the creations, insane. Insane. Some people have like unlimited prompts. Thank you. Thank you, DM. Some people have insane talent. Like, just the way their creative minds work. It be crazy. This has gone a little little wobbles. Quite heavy. Gone a little AWOL over this side here. We can fix it. It's fine. We can fix it. Shithok. Just how we like them. I think we only need a couple more rings though. And then we do some Booba. Which is good because we're at the end. That's the end of 500 grams. She heavy too. Politely, she is heavy. I think it's 500 grams. Let's do it. This is going to be too long. But that's fine. I think Kua's got the right idea being outside. Maybe I should have set up stream outside. Do an IRL stream. You're kind of hot inside. With no airflow. Oh, I stabbed you. Can you tell how they really just don't look as bad on camera as they do in person? I am super duper orange right now. I also didn't put down like newspaper or anything, so I hope it doesn't get on my desk. It's fine. It'll wash off. Oh, it's an ad. Why does Twitch not tell me when there are ads? So rude. Just runs an ad without telling me. Oh, that is quite the nice circle. That one there. My best work so far. Do need to get some water on there, I think. Might have been too much water. Might have been too much. I might have ruined my perfect ring. Oh no. Moop. High concentration right now. It's like the most focused I've been in my life. Okay, I fixed it. Kinda. Kinda. She's not going to be even, but you know what? None of us are. None of us are that symmetrical, you know? We each have unique bodies, and so does she. Okay. I have no idea what the back looks like either. I only know that the front looks kind of shoddy. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. See if I can smooth some of my original rings. I think she needs a little belly button down here. She's kind of got a cute little tummy. That's something the original doesn't have, you know? We're making improvements. Some borking going on outside. Not my dog. No way. Definitely not my papa. He's not barking. Did Ku not get the memo about the chill craft stream? There's no borking. Bork. Okay. How are we looking? Let's see. It's got the kind of shape. I mean, it could taper in a bit more, I guess. It's got the shape. I feel like that's actually quite good. Actually not bad. I had total confidence in myself from the start. And I think what we gotta do is do the boobas. I could mark them out. But I think we open another packet. I can't believe. I can't believe we might be a good thing that I bought 4 packets. Her boobs aren't going to be that big. Put some little boobas on there. Also, I'm really grateful right now that Kai has not come in, because Kai would be orange. He would have come in right now. I have no doubt that he would try and drink from the bowl, jump immediately up on here, try and steal some of the clay, probably squish this. Oh god, I didn't think about that. How do you make boobs? This is a big question that I probably should have thought of beforehand. I feel like you've got to make it kind of raindroppy, because this part I'll like attach to the you know? It's kind of testicle-y, but I'll go for it. Oh dear. Kind of make him... I don't know if it's the right size. I reckon I attach that and then I like form it. I'm doing it. Gonna ruin the whole thing. Once again, no body is symmetrical. No body is perfect. You know? We just work with what we got. Actually, I probably should have weighed out the other one so I could hold them up next to each other and measure that they were around the same. That's going to be a bit, saggy. It's okay though. Natural boobs. She's natural. I'm okay with that. Me too, girl. I can always smooth it out more. Oh, it is kind of pulling. We get the other one on there, she's going to be having some real back pain. I think. They're biggins. They're biggins. Okay, how much did I put on? Oh dear. This one might be smaller. Smooth it out a bit. Roughly the same size? Roughly. Yeah, will do. Maybe I will go grab some tinfoil and just fill it out so that it's more like this. Have a look. We'll attach the booba and then we'll have a look. The things I do on stream, kind of questionable. Well, that one's definitely droopier, which is fine, which is totally cool. Yeah, it's pulling it down. At least it's pulling it down in an even way. Okay. It's a lot more pronounced than our Booba mug. Booba mug are quite small cups, whereas trying to make it bigger. Bigger in every way. Oh, it's really struggling to hold itself up though now. Yeah, I think we get tinfoil, right? And then that should... And then I can smooth them down a bit. Hold on, I'm going to run and get tinfoil. Tinfoil! We got it. Apologies to the mic while I do this tinfoil part. It might be clunky. Well. R.I.P. headphone users. Yeah, sorry. Sorry. Oh. Do I need another piece? Can I now lie her down a bit and work on her belly / underboob? Just want to make sure that her boobas are attached. And also that her belly's not going to fold in. Kind of looks like it's folding here. Let's just smooth this out. It's fine. It's fine. You're alright, girlie. We'll have you fixed in a jiffy. Don't worry about it. Procedure's going great. Going real well. Don't worry about it. I feel like she needs a little belly button right there. You can just see it. Little belly button. Let me shape your boobs a little bit. Can you attach the next one? I probably wouldn't suggest myself as a plastic surgeon. I don't think I would be the best. You never know, with a bit of training, maybe I'll be alright. This is just practice. Practice for me changing my career completely and becoming a doctor. Ain't no way. Ooh. Sorry, girlie, you are kind of caving under the weight. She is folding a little bit at the tummy. Oh, that boob is detaching. Only when I see it under the light, I see how poorly done. This is going to crack all the way down. It's homemade. It's the homemade feel. These ones are stubborn. Just do not want to smooth out. Oh god, and it's cracking. These ones too. Worst comes to worst, so she cracks apart. I'll glue her back together. She'll be fine. This side really is not. Let me just so I can get in there. There's definitely a shelf on the inside where the boobs are pulled around. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what that's for. So every now and then I'll dip my fingers in / dip the brushes in. But honestly, it's evaporating so quickly that it's not making much difference, to be honest. And if you put too much water on, it does not go well either. Oh, she's struggling. Hold on, girlie. I just want to fix your sides. I don't think she's going to let me. Boop. Oh my gosh. She's definitely gonna look like a coiled. Well, I don't think she's gonna let me do that. I need to put more. Whee! Sorry, headphone users. Yeah. Apologies. How can I get her without breaking her? Okay. That's cracking a little bit. No, this might be it. This might be as much as we can do, as much as she'll allow us to do. She got Booba. She got a little belly button there. Her shape has kind of gone a bit awry, but that might be what we can do for now. I don't know if I want to add a handle to her. I feel like she looks perfect without handle. She's got that oval. You know, she's got the oval look. I'm glad I didn't go for anything bigger than this. I was thinking about making like gigantic, but I think this is probably the maximum size she can withhold. Otherwise, we'd have to make a solid one with tinfoil filling. Ta-da. How does the back look? Pretty horrific, probably. We just don't look at the back, you know? We just don't look at the back. It's fine. I think she's done. I mean, she's about as done as I will do. Someone could spend like 40 hours on this, I'm sure, and make it perfect. I am not that someone. I feel like that's perfect, Booba. Our new Booba mascot. She's definitely a bit uneven, but you know? It's fine. She's cute. I love her. She's perfect. Yeah. She's perfect. Really, I wouldn't have you any other way. Wouldn't have you any other way, my girl. Oh, she's heavy. She's heavy. She's at least 500 grams. Ta-da! She's very wrinkly in the back. I have not done any blending in the back, but no one's going to see it. She's got a little bit of folding happening here, but you know, she's got a bit of a backache, honestly. She's got curve at the spine. It's a bit of you. I did it, Griggy. Right? It's not bad. She has a little belly button as well. And then I can't find it. Yeah. Oh, sorry, boobs. Little belly button. Cute. So yeah, the tinfoil is holding it in more of an oval shape on the center. But there's not much I can do about that. There's not much I can do. The boobs are heavy. Well, when you have boobas that big, that's what happens. That's what happens, you know? So I think she's fine. You know, look how little smoothing I did at the back. I just want to, as part of my art piece, I just want to demonstrate the work that went into it, and part of that is the coiling method that I used. It's part of it. Okay, let's hope I don't drop her. Oh! Whee! We'll see how long it takes her to dry as well. Those boobas are going to take a while to dry, I think. It might take a while.